And that's the shinola on that one. All right.
Hi, it's Bob Odenkirk again, and
Sports funding issue.
David Cross and Jill Tell.
Why?
Oh, and Jeanette Dunwoody's going to join us, Jill.
What?
Jeanette Dunwoody's going to join us. So, Jeanette Dunwoody's here. How do you like me doing Senator Tinkerbell?
Look how young the senator is. We got some early file footage before he aged.
Into any of the 3 holes in the wall.
This is based on like 3 different senators, and I can't name them. Although one of them's name isn't Howell Heflin.
Money, you understand?
Yeah, he's Alabama.
Well, the government, like the salesman, can't help himself. Sticks his willy in the first hole, it feels good.
Oh
Robert.
my God! She brought her.
David.
What is this called? Angel pudding, or?
It's called Angel Make Believe Kissy Pudding.
Wow!
It's
and there's Cool Whip.
Oh, it's wonderful. It's Cool Whip. It's kind of.
Is it your own recipe?
It's my own, passed on from generations from my mama and her mama, her mama's mama.
And does it have mini marshmallows?
It has many marshmallows. You can poke through there, gelatins, and all kinds of colors and flavors.
Looks like it has marbles.
And there's 2 marbles always. That's my addition.
And whoever finds the marbles
Must eat them. Yeah, that's the rule.
You have to pick them out of your poo.
I don't. I always have a boy do that. But we have a boy at home who does.
So you can reuse them
Jeanette,
year after year. They get more special.
Have you ever seen Mr. Show?
I have not. I have heard about it. It's the show that has the people and the parades or some colors.
No, none of that.
Is this the angel show?
No, there are no angels in our show that I know of.
I'm excited to be down here representing my community.
Look, there we are, and there's...
I see there's David, and there's Robert up on stage. Robert wearing a suit, which is nice, and I don't particularly care for the unkempt, the statement being made by the Jew, but...
right. Well, I like to say he's violently bald.
If David steps on a stage...
Yeah, no, why? You've said that before. I'm sorry, Miss Dunwoody. You've said that before, but I don't know what that means, violently bald.
Look, obviously...
Well, he's so bald that it's like hurts you.
I will be doing...
I think I understand what he means. But it's offensive. It's offensive.
It's offensive.
I find... I've only been watching this for just a little bit. I must say I already am turned off by it, a little queasy.
What is it you don't like? Doesn't it remind you a little of Hee Haw?
Well, I guess the backdrop curtain might.
Come on, it doesn't hurt that much. Don't you want it?
And you don't feel any affection for these two?
I don't wish them ill, but I do.
See, they're making a point about sort of government funding of the arts, and they're making fun of it.
I don't like that either. Just some of those things are atrocious. Anti-religion, anti-America,
right.
And hurtful art. Hurtful art.
Yeah.
And
but in this case...
Now, I see you're trying to do a funny baseball sketch. I like baseball.
Yeah. And there's a senator that's actually played by me.
Senator, please, the collar, please. Oh, hold it. Let me get that for you. There, that should take care of it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, you know, you're supposed to tell me before you get on stage.
Yes, sir, I'm sorry. I thought you were out of town.
I'd like to point out, if I can interrupt for a second. When we were shooting this stuff with the location stuff with Senator Tinkerbell, and look, we have the name of our unproduced movie comes up, Hooray for America, right in this very early episode. When we were filming this is our first day of location shooting, and we had a crew out in this. It was out in the valley somewhere, and it was over by an airport, and planes kept disrupting the scenes, and it was my first taste of Bob freaking out, like on a level like, wow, that's amazing.
Really?
Like when the third or fourth plane, and we'd all have to go, oh Jesus, like that, and we'd sort of go like this, and you would go, God damn it, you were running around.
Was I mad at someone? Or just mad?
I think mad. You probably might have been mad at someone and just wasn't a dick about it that way.
Well, it's a dumb place to try to shoot something.
We should have. It really was. I mean, it was disruptive.
We were really right next to an airport.
We got a flight path really cheap.
And we had done this.
Why did we pay money for a flight path? That's crazy.
We had done this scene, in one of our theater shows, and we'd shot this scene before, and we'd shot it in my backyard.
Yeah, where no planes are.
Where there are no planes, and it looked fine. And
we're out on a golf course, actually.
So
I think Bob's backyard's a no-fly zone because of the complaints. Because Bob complained so much.
obviously there was a lot of arts funding arguments going on at the time, and we wanted to make fun of that. And also we wanted to introduce what I consider a real revolution in video technology, which is that collar that you were wearing, which we had designed.
Yeah, but
where I was able to send a shock through the radio waves to you. From the past when I shot this, that was the hard thing.
From the Pentagon.
The time travel?
From the past. To time travel that signal.
I wish, and the senator wished so hard.
There's Tom Kenny, famous as the husband of Jill Talley.
Who got married during the course of the show.
That's right.
And then divorced, and then remarried again.
And remarried.
You know, these books for seniors.
Within this episode. It's all
I don't know if this is a good time to bring up our
No, they're married.
but-
Jill and Tom are married, and they
Senator Tinkerbell.
they met on another sketch show.
They have an open marriage where they're able to do other sketch shows. But
The Little Bible and his undersea adventure.
Tom's really funny, and he's done a lot of voices on cartoons since Mr. Show. What's he do now?
Powerpuff Mayor?
Powerpuff Girls?
He's that narrator of Powerpuff
He's the
Girls,
voice of SpongeBob.
and he's the voice
You're
of
watching the
SpongeBob.
What to Think Network.
This is one of my favorite scenes, and I have no lines, but I don't know why I thought it was most fun to do.
I have this note. Jill kills me here. It's the turn and the smile when he says, "Thank you, Penny," and that turn and smile is so perfect.
If you watch us tomorrow, we'll be visiting with Burton Quim, the leader of Overcome.
Now I understand why I like. I can look at this and say, well,
Oh
this
yeah,
is good.
I missed
No, I
Dunwoody.
think Christians are funny.
With us in
Just
Well,
really Christian-y
You don't
Christians.
see this as funny.
I don't see it as funny as I see
You
it.
like the show.
Educational and good. And
Do you think that it's possible for a homosexual to reorient?
Right to be a homosexual.
oh, absolutely,
himself
God's
or herself?
absolutely, absolutely.
It's
I
been
think
proven?
it's been proven clinically and in my mind.
God wants.
In the clinic, in your mind, man?
Miss Dunwoody, if I can interrupt, this sketch came from. There's a real, you can get these tapes funded by like TBN and these Baptist or various Christian groups, and it was about the
Brian
Christian,
Posehn.
the gay conspiracy.
Oh, it looks
And it
too
was-
real.
Oh, you can get this tape at Mondo Video in LA. It's called the Gay Conspiracy, and it's great. It's great.
And it was just the notion of Exodus, which is a group.
Yeah,
where-
it's a real group,
and it's really funny. They were in the paper a lot when we wrote this.
and they're gay.
Which is that they're all such flaming gay people.
There's Janine
and
Garofalo.
they claim that they're not gay now because of this organization, which was formed by two gay men who then left it and said, we're
They
gay.
ungay.
What can we do? And they made the group. They created it. And they quit. The founders said that was bullshit. What were we thinking?
All right, now I just want to relate this to the to that particular thing. I don't know what the date is, but what you can't see, there's a great joke in there, is that all those guys, just for time, way to cut it down, all those guys were gathering to celebrate and watch the Challenger going up. And it was like, we had all these posters that said "Go Challenger," and that's what they got together for. So,
Oh, that's sad. But that's one of the first times David did the quivering lip right there.
yeah, yes,
Sadness.
yep, the fish face.
Which should take him to Rio de Janeiro. It'll be a glorifying hour of witness. I hope you'll join us. I'm Dr. Rudy Moore. Now stay tuned for The Bible Machine.
Now, this is a show that had a lot to do with religion, because we've got this, and then we've got Marshall, Jesus and Marshall. So in the early shows, we did...
This was done in our early show, stage show.
Yeah, we did too many... We thought that maybe the way the show would go was that we would have themes in the show, and that, you'd have a show that was sort of about religion.
Entitled Power.
Whatever.
Well,
and what we found was that, really, it was... I think after the second season that we really just knew that the best shows did not do that at all. The best episodes really wandered, around a lot, and we would never have put these two religious scenes up against each other.
Something a whole lot better than the earth. What if I told you that by simply applying my theories of positivity and
I gotta say,
and there's me as the Fae.
This portrayal of Jesus is the funniest ever committed to film or video. It's really the texture, the underlying.
Marshall, why do you speak?
Stroking the beard. It's great. This is the thing. One of the sketches where on stage, when we did the stage show, it would just be black electrical tape. Just Bob would come out. We'd come out in bed sheets and black electrical tape, and that'd be our beard.
Right. That's right.
I like it as cheap as can be. I love it.
Well, we got our wish.
Hate wearing beards.
And I feel like I hate wearing beards. Fake beards are terrible.
Can I do my impression of Bob getting the beard taken off after Tanya, the makeup artist, say, "Okay, Bob, I'll get it." No, I'll do it myself. Oh God, Jesus!
Marshall, go amongst them and feed them from these 5 loaves and fishes.
What is this you're doing? Prophet and Passion. Oh, this guy is based on somebody. The guy you play in there,
Marshall Silver. Yeah.
is Marshall Silver.
And that's the name of his thing. He's the guy he back in the mid 90s had he was a hypnotist, and he had a half-hour infomercial, and some of those lines were directly said by him in his. Now, I was just like you, one of 7 children, and grew up in a rural farm with no running water. What? That wasn't me. I'm just like you, and he did this, and he had that voice, and he was a hypnotist, and it's just silly, but I just want to say, Bob's. He had that hair. Bob's.
What if I told you that only
my particular favorite moment of that sketch is Bob is trying to raise Lazarus from the dead by just going over and going, "Rise, rise." Like that's how Jesus did. He just kneeled over a guy and went, "Rise, rise."
Like some Fae wizard in a children's show. There's John Ennis. John will be here in a little bit, and we'll talk to John about
the long night of
famous past. But let's talk about Jill's past for a moment here.
Show me a
Born in Second City.
Jill and I did Second City together. Before that,
All You Can Eat.
we did All You Can Eat together with Robert Smigel, who does TV Funhouse and SNL, and does the TV Funhouse segment on SNL. And it was Robert's group, and I sort of semi-joined it towards the end of their day, but Jill was a part of it. So we've been working together for how long? That was in what?
That'll be fun.
Let's not go there.
What was it? 80?
Talk to the
84,
hand.
like 85?
It was.
84?
And then did you do the thing with Conan too, right?
And we did Happy Happy Good Show.
Happy Good Show.
Which was a show with me and Robert Smigel and Conan O'Brien.
Might have been
in a theater.
The worst reviews I've ever read.
To win, you must be 18 and come in first place.
And I'm not kidding. I mean, I think it was really. Remember, the critics were just really. They were so brutal. I mean, I think needlessly brutal, but remember,
the show
they were
was
just
kind
so,
of sloppy.
Their whole attitude was like, "Oh, these guys from
these great comedy writers from TV."
Let's see.
And it really was a show that was slopped together pretty quick.
Established
I mean,
in
we had
1967.
and you had Conan and Robert who couldn't.
But then we did Second City together, Jill and I, with Chris Farley and Tim Meadows and Dave Pasquazi. Then a few years later, did Mr. Show.
I got one more here.
Too. That Red Rocks thing is awful.
Where's Jeanette?
She went upstairs. I think she's taking a dump.
She was not happy with the show.
She does not like the dump.
She's not.
I knew she wouldn't like it.
She's so polite. She's got that southern politeness.
All right.
Yeah, it's
Here
that
she
kind
comes.
of smut. Hi, Robert and Jill and the other one. How's everyone?
We're doing fine. You want us to rewind the show, what you missed?
I would love to see
You
what
really
you
want
do.
to see it?
No.
Oh,
So nice, she won't.
Oh,
even
Jeanette,
say.
you'll love this scene. Shh. This, Jeanette, this is a scene about commercials in the future.
In the future times.
Isn't that exciting?
I want to see what you're taking.
Oh, yeah. Now there's
I like seeing you in the suit.